actually here shooting the video of this event, partially for a documentary that I'm doing on these exact issues, because like speakers before have said, Indio is not the first city where this is happening. It won't be the last. These are tactics that people routinely use in animal control. I'm basically up here speaking to try to encourage more of you to come up and speak about what you're dealing with. I know it might be difficult. Maybe you've never spoken in front of a crowd before. Neither have I before I started advocating for shelter dogs 4 years ago. The bottom line is silence allows this type of stuff to continue. When people do not do anything, that gives animal control the right to keep doing what they're doing, and what they're doing is criminal. Now, that's not a blanket statement. It may sound like one. There's plenty of people, I wouldn't say plenty, but there's enough people in animal control that may be good. It's not a good versus bad thing. But what they're doing to you guys is ridiculous. And it's amounting into dead dogs, your pets. Not just random dogs, they're your pets. This legislation overnight made everybody here criminals, basically, without you even knowing that it existed. That's not a way to work with the community. I don't want to hear people come up here and give the shelter props. Is the shelter here? They're not here. Animal control is not here. Robert Miller's not here. He's a bad guy. So, I'll say it again, Robert Miller is a bad guy. In order to work with the community, you have to embrace them. A lot of you guys are low income. I'm low income. This is California. I mean, it's expensive. You got to make these services available to people and then give them the ability to cash in on those services. Some people don't have transportation. Some people work 7 days a week. Some people have multiple kids. A lot of people have multiple dogs. This is difficult. To give people 20 days to comply is ridiculous. It's absurd. If someone wanted to comply tomorrow, they call to make an appointment, they won't even be able to get inside of the 20-day window, so you're automatically violating that while trying to comply. Robert Miller's not here to explain that away. The notion that low-income communities or communities in general wouldn't take advantage of resources is completely false and a lie. This organization right here in July of last year put on a free spay and neuter clinic where they have 40 available spots and more than 500 people showed up. That should be on the news. I believe it was on a channel, but that should be on every channel, because you guys are being violated. You guys are being demonized. They're coming to your house and saying, y'all are criminals. When for what? They're already doing a poor job at the shelter. They already have dogs that they're not rehoming. They're killing them. Instead, they're going to your house, taking your pets, killing the dogs that they have to make room for your pets, and then they're going to kill your pets. And I'm sorry I'm fired up, but this is a passion of mine, and I want to inspire more people to speak up, because without your testimony, that means the evidence doesn't exist, and we need evidence. We know what's going on. Robert Miller in Riverside County just put out a press release like an hour ago saying they weren't citing people. They only cited people for $16. No, every one of you guys brought citations. We have the proof, we copied them. These are $400, $800, $1,200, $1,600, $2,000 plus dollars, and they double if they come back. He's put out a press release saying he's only citing for $16. I don't think so. He's a very disingenuous man. We are here to call him out on his BS. And last thing I'll say is there's nothing in Spanish.
Thank you.
Indio, while doing research, is 70% Hispanic. There's nothing in Spanish. There's nothing on the website in Spanish. There's no translation option. This should tell you something. They don't care about fixing these issues. In order to resolve this mega issue, it's going to take Robert Miller leaving his position. Well, it's not going to be voluntarily, because I don't believe he has a conscience. Intimidation is not cool. Embracing the community is what's cool, and that's not what's being done. So instead of helping you guys, they're kicking you when you're down, and that is not appropriate. So I'm sorry for my rant, but hopefully more people will come up here and speak about what's going on. Thanks.